Well, it is a huge topic, complex, overwhelming, yet crucial. In today's Dollars and Cents, Davis Garrison III from Preservation Financial Group is back with us with his thoughts on today's economy, where it stands and what it's going to look like in the near future. And Davis, it's good to have you back on the show.
Thanks for having me.
You sort of started this conversation last week talking a little bit about a board and an advisory board and what we're seeing when it comes to the economy. And boy, it's sort of all over.
It really is. And a noted economist and investor, Dr. Mark Faber, feels that the Federal Reserve is obsessed with whether the market goes up or goes down. That is not their function. The Federal Reserve is supposed to be looking at the economy in a broad base and making decisions on monetary policy based on that. Last week, Janet Yellen, the head of the Federal Reserve, announced a June rate hike. We all know that we've been in a zero interest rate environment for going on 8 years now. She announced a rate hike, 0.25%, 25 basis points. It is felt by Dr. Faber and other analysts that that was basically just a trial to see what the market was going to do in response to it. That's not the way the Federal Reserve is supposed to be working. And that was explained in a CNBC interview that he did the other night. The official measures of unemployment, economic growth, inflation, they're near the Fed's stated goals, but nobody knows if those are in fact factual. We know 5% unemployment is not right. 2.5% inflation is not right. It does not include fuel and food. Small things, but it makes a difference.
Everyday necessities.
Yeah, exactly. But one of the leading indicators, and Mark Faber does not believe the economy is in as good a shape as is being presented. And he cites one leading indicator, and that is staffing firms. And staffing firms historically are the first when the economy strengthens. They're the first to pick up a lot of hiring. When the economy starts going down, they're the first ones to feel it, and they start laying off people. And so staffing firms right now are on a downward trend. And this has been true the last two recessions, 2001 and 2002 after the dot-com bubble burst, and also 2007, 2008. And so there's a lot of questions in, what exactly the Federal Reserve is doing. In addition to that, recently out, an article out yesterday, Janet Yellen is raising rates to bail out the banks again. The banks have been the worst hit because of the zero interest rate environment. They're not making any profits. And on top of that, on Wednesday evening, and we've talked about this, the Stansberry report last night, China devalued its currency again.
Which has been a trend for a long time now.
Yes, and the markets had a flash reaction in August and in January of this year because of devaluation of their currency, the yuan. What does this do? It makes the dollar is strong in comparison. So our exports cost more, and so it puts us at a competitive disadvantage worldwide.
So what do you think is leading to the difference in the Federal Reserve? Do you think it's just been slowly evolving, so we've kind of gotten used to it?
There was an interesting interview the other day on Fox with Alan Greenspan, past president of the Federal Reserve. He was the one in the late 90s that coined the phrase irrational exuberance prior to the bubble bursting. And he feels that the Federal Reserve, the way Dr. Faber and myself feel, is trying to manage the market as opposed to manage the global economy, and it is global now.
Yeah. Well, certainly some great information. We look forward to our discussions each week, kind of keeping us up to date. If you have questions for Davis, you can always find him at Preservation Financial Group right there on Sunset Drive in Johnson City. We're going to take a break. We're back with more of Daytime right after this. Great job.
Thank you.